Hello and welcome to another edition of interviews with youth making change in the Africa Energy and Economic Youth Council. Today I have Mr. Gabriel Ngememaye, who is into the real estate sector and also the energy sector. How are you, Mr.
Thank you for having me, first of all. I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
I'm fine, thank you. So we would just like to know more about your journey and what you do in that.
So, what I'm doing right now is real estate. I'm a real estate agent in Houston, Texas, and as well as oil and gas consultancy, because I grew up in Equatorial Guinea, which is an oil-rich country. So, most of the people I know have been in the industry for 20 plus, 30 plus years. So, I get a lot of guidance from them and just work with a consultancy firm. And we help companies that want to enter the African market, who to talk to, who not to talk to, and just provide services like model refineries and things like that.
Okay, we're really happy to have you on our platform and you can share the mentorship skills you've had from the people in this sector. We would like to have your take on the problems and the difficulties you'd face getting into these sectors, and if you have any advice or help you can offer to the youths in terms of giving them initiatives for the
It's obviously hard. It's not easy to get into any sector. Some of the difficulties I face, I would say it's always, I feel like in general, it's just confidence, knowing what you're talking about. Because if you're getting to an industry and you don't know what you're talking about, you're not going to feel confident. So I feel like always knowing your material, knowing what you're dealing with from like one-on-one, like if they ask you, okay, what's that? You can explain it easy. And then from then the confidence comes in just you're great at whatever you do. And obviously a lot of reading. Reading helps a lot.
So if we understand clearly, you were talking about the research and they should know their material to be able to pitch it with that confidence when they get the chance. At the Africa Energy Week conference, we have seen the Farm Hub, which gave an opportunity for youths to pitch their ideas and get funding. What's your take on this platforms that are being given, the opportunities that are being given today?
That's definitely amazing. And if there's any kid out there that heard about it, I hope you want. Really hope you want, because that's a platform where you have to be, especially when there's many professionals like they are in here. Shout out to obviously Mr. NJ Ayub. That's an amazing. Whoever had the idea, if it was him, that's amazing. And I hope I knew about it because I was gonna be there. And it's definitely helpful, especially the youth. I wouldn't say it's not help, but that's something that can really help you. Especially many universities in the US, I speak from experience, they do that a lot, where they bring professionals into the university, teach them about the real world and gives them their business cards, exchange business cards, so they can just, in the future, hey, I remember you came to my school. Do you have any opportunities for me? Yeah, okay, I remember you were at this, you studied this. I can help you with this.
Okay, so the networking is really,
Yeah. So in growing economies such as Namibia and Senegal, obviously from my field in real estate, they're booming right now. So obviously buying property or even land would be the smartest choice, I would say, which you can then pass on to your children or next generations, or even build on it and then sell it.
Okay. And earlier you mentioned the importance of networking. What are some of the tips that you will give a young professional that doesn't have your reach and will try to network with some of these mentors and learn from them?
I would say what has been key in my career, in my life so far, has definitely been networking. Networking is very important. You have to put yourself out there. That's something that NJ taught me since I was almost 16. He always told me, put yourself out there. Make sure you have a LinkedIn. Make sure you have a social media presence, especially if you want people to reach out to you. Don't wait for somebody to come find you. You have to put yourself out there. Make sure whenever you go to a oil and gas conference like this one, take as many business cards as you can. Add all those people on LinkedIn and send them a message regarding whatever you talked about. And just build that relationship with that person. Because then whenever you see them at another oil and gas conference, they're going to remember you. So that's the best thing I was ever taught.
Yeah. I would also want to emphasize on the fact that it's not just collecting the business cards, like you said. Always send a message, make it personalized and professional, like good to meet you, sir. We met at the energy conference. We spoke on this topic. And it's always good to do your research on whoever you're reaching out to for mentorship or for partnerships or for any opportunity you're trying to chase. And finally, I would like to ask if you have any tips or strategies you could advise the youth on.
And before I answer that, also, I would say never be scared to talk to anybody. It doesn't matter who is in the room. That's a human being, like you're a human being. There's no reason why you should be scared to talk to that person. But then back to the tips.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously practice your vocabulary. Make sure you are able to speak to whoever you have to speak to. Learn a little bit of everything. You never know. You may meet somebody that's a lawyer, somebody that's in oil and gas, somebody that's in real estate, and you know a little bit of everything, which is always good because you can keep the conversation flowing rather than just being stuck and just, I don't know what to say. So I'd say it's important to always know your information. Make sure you're up to date with the current news events in the world. That's always important. So you can talk, hey, this happened yesterday, this happened this morning. What do you know about it?
Right.
Just conversation starter.
We are really glad to have you at Corners this time to talk to you and learn more about what you do. We appreciate your engagements in the sectors you're presented. And finally, I would like to encourage all the youth out there to reach out to the Africa Energy and Economic Youth Forum or Youth Council. And we have a presence across all of Africa. So regardless of where you are, just reach out to us on our pages, LinkedIn, Instagram, and we will send you a representative in your country that could give you these opportunities and make a presence for you. Thank you.
Thank you.